Hey everyone, I'm Ligaya, and today I'm going to talk about something to fulfill my requirement in my Archaeology 1 course, the Golden Tara. The Agusan Image? The Golden Image of Agusan? Actually, it has a lot of different names, but usually the words Golden Image, Tara, and Agusan are a part of it. So for the purposes of this video, I'm just gonna call it the Golden Tara because it's the name commonly used in the Philippines. So what is the Golden Tara? The Golden Tara is a 21-karat gold statue that was said to be found around the Wawa River near Esperanza, Agusan del Sur, Mindanao, Philippines back in 1917. The statue seemingly depicts a female deity, we'll discuss this further later, and it's estimated to have come from the 9th or 10th century. But there are also claims that it came from the 14th century, so, Currently, you can find it displayed inside the Granger Hall of Gems of the Field Museum of Natural History in Chicago. Now, you may have a lot of questions. What really is it? What does it mean? And why is it in Chicago and not in the Philippines? To answer these questions, let's first take a look into how it was found in the first place. In 1917, dark clouds loomed over Agusan as rain poured and flooded the area near the Wawa River. But our story doesn't really start there. It's actually claimed to be found by Belay Campos, a Manobo woman who saw it in the muddy banks of the river near a tree during the floods. It's been said that they weren't really aware of its supposed value, at least monetarily, so they plopped it on their altar where they would constantly pray to it. Unfortunately, news of it spread in the area, and Belay Campos' family claims that it was stolen. It then suspiciously got into the hands of former Agusan Deputy Governor Blas Baclagon, who wrote about the Golden Tara claiming that the people actually gave it to him. He then gave it to the Agusan Coconut Company, which, coincidentally, he owes money to. Very interesting indeed. Definitely no suspicion here. Then, in 1918, Dr. H. Otley Beyer, father of Philippine Anthropology and Archaeology, was made aware of the statue and asked the government to help acquire it for the National Museum in the Philippines. But they had no funds for it. So off the Golden Tara went into 1920 to the Manila Exposition, where it was sold to Americans for 4,000 pesos. Then, in 1922, it was finally brought to the Field Museum in Chicago, where it currently resides today. Now that we know a bit more about the Golden Tara, let's take a deep breath and dive even deeper. Okay, so you know what's interesting about this statue is that there's actually a bit of a dispute if it belongs to the Hindu pantheon or the Buddhist pantheon. It's actually a pretty complex discussion in my opinion, and that's why I think my Christian butt is too ignorant about other religions. So to prevent my saying anything wrong, since religious studies, no matter what religion that may be, can get really deep, I suggest reading more on this topic, like Juana Francisco's 1963 paper on the Golden Image of Agusan, a new identification. So check that out if you have the time. However, simply put, based on my reading discussions about this topic, it seems like the statue is believed to have come from Buddhist pantheon more so than Hindu pantheon. That's also the reason why the statue is commonly referred to as Tara. Tara, an important Buddhist figure. This is the reason why as well that from this point on, I will refer to the statue as her, as she should be referred to, in female pronouns. So why does it matter? Should she matter to the Filipino people? Should we spend time discussing its possible return to the Philippines? The thing is, the golden tara isn't just valuable because this image is made out of gold. The value isn't just determined by the craftsmanship either. The golden tara, and really any artifact for that matter, is valuable because of what they can say about ourselves, about the past. Her value is in the context she came from and exudes. Imagine what the golden tara could tell us about our ancestors' connection to Buddhism. Think about how it could even possibly help give context to other artifacts we found. And I think, most importantly, let's think about what she can say about us. She shows us that we are more than what we sometimes believe ourselves to be. It's a sad reality, but the thing is, we've been subjected to racism for many years. Colonizers have taught us that we're beneath them in a way, that we're lowlifes, and they usually justify it by saying we were uncivilized, savages, barbaric even, before they came along. This image, the golden tara, dating back centuries ago, way before the colonizers came to the country, is proof that we were far from what they say we were. For one, imagine the artistry and technical skills required to make the golden tara. I've never tried sculpting gold, but I imagine it's far from easy. We had structure, beliefs, skills, a culture, and we had a lot more going for us than what racist rhetoric would have us believe. It's important for us to talk about her possible return to the Philippines because the image is ours. True, we may have a lot of things that need our immediate attention, but just because those are what's taking up most of our efforts and attention doesn't mean that we should ignore or deny other things of value, like the golden tara. We are just as much of a part of the golden tara as it is a part of us. And we are just as much of a part of the past as we are parts of the present and the future.